Hey there, Silver Tongue Devil here, and in this live stream, we're going to go and have a look at Sweet Surrender. Once again, we're on version 1536. I think I played like version 100, high 100s maybe. So there's been a couple of iterations since we had a look last. This one, in all seriousness, has had a Quest 3 update. There have been various updates as far as gameplay and features are concerned, and it's also had a graphics overhaul as well to make everything look a little bit shinier, sparklier, a bit more pretty, and the lighting in some levels is set to mood. So, the easiest way for me to try and have a look at the various different bits and pieces is we'll start out as a rebel and we'll go along. For those of you who don't know, it's another roguelike, because it's always another roguelike. But this one's obviously got classes, various bits and pieces to upgrade, all sorts of stuff going on. There's my hand back. We'll just play as a rebel, and then we'll have a look at some of the other classes if we've got time. So, and as K2 says, this one is a very, very solid game. I have just done everything. So, but I can already see that all the lines are looking so sharp. It's got a very unique look to it, this one. That whole cell shaded 16-bit, something like that. Now, 2 seconds. YouTube settings at the bottom of chat. Yeah, I don't think it's that. I mean, I've got YouTube on dark mode already anyway. So, yeah, I have no idea what it is. I think it's something to do with my overlay. So, maybe, but, you know, we're amongst it now, so we'll have to make do. What's the aiming like? Okay, so fairly simplistic game at its core. We're going to go through start off in the mines, work our way up through the slums, the industrial, and into the modern city. And we start out with our trusty handgun. That's all we have because of the character class that we are. I've unlocked the various shortcuts so you could go straight to the various zones if you wanted to. We've got a life bar at the bottom. We're going to be collecting cogs. This is the shooting range, and you can basically get holographic variants of every single weapon in the game so that you can actually have a little bit of a play with them. Obviously they wouldn't be like, you know, proper holographic in the actual game. There is quite the plethora of weaponry on hand here. Everything from grenade launchers and shotguns, LMGs, and, well, wouldn't be able to go without an energy katana now, would we? So, but there's always been some really cool weaponry in this game, and they've just added more and more and more. The way that the system works as well is you basically upgrade your arms with chips. If the chips are... certain chips are worded certain ways that they take effect on you as a whole. Some only take effect to the hand that is chipped with them. But we'll, you know, we'll get into all that as we play. We've got a little teleporter system as well. Let's begin. I don't know about the old Into the Radius side of things yet. I'm still waiting for a slightly more stable version. So, but it may as much... I always have a chip on my shoulder. Oh, that's the problem, isn't it? Always worth checking around the backs of things because they do like to hide the old chips there. So we're literally going to be going through... how do you do the map? Oh yes, we're literally basically going to be moving through these individual rooms and dealing with the stuff as it comes. Some decent little gunplay in this one as well. That's our first aid. That'll keep us nice and healthy. Yeah, see? Hey! Are you not going to make me bend down, are you? Oh, it is as well. Oh, hang on. No, it's not. Good. Good. Save the knees. Why am I getting drift? It's supposed to be pros! I mean, I did drop it a minute ago in my rage of trying to sort chat out. That'd be good if I'm getting drift within, like, not even a couple of months of having the old Quest Pros. Now, another thing to note as well, at the moment we've seen quite basic robots, nothing really of a combat stance or setting at the moment. When you walk into an area, as soon as you fire a shot with most weapons, that's it. The area is alerted to you. This one is also a procedurally generated game as well. So you'll see, think like Dungeons of Eternity, but with smaller rooms. And then, unlike Dungeons of Eternity, they can almost be bolted any way. There's a lot of different combinations within the game. We will take a grenade, because we might need those for unlocking secrets later. Very cool with the rifle's good, or the sniper rifle is very cool. Holding that is what brings the optic out. Now, you don't need the optic in this game, because sniping isn't really what the levels are designed for, but you can do it, which is very cool. But that was always a very cool feature, that slides out when you grip with both hands. There we go. What could possibly go wrong? They've given me a sniper rifle. Brilliant. So we want to be making a point of going down each and every... Hello, Mr. Vega. We want to be making a point of going in each and every room that there is going, just so we can get the maximum number of cogs and gears so that we can upgrade. Here you go, Vega. Here's one for you. Sniper rifle. Unlimited ammunition as well. It literally just... I mean, most of the weapons are unlimited ammunition. You just have to point down to reload them. Whereas with the sniper rifle, you just fire and then it expels. I think that gas is a new feature, which is very cool. Why am I actually getting stick drift? That's... That's great, that is. That's absolutely fantastic. But yeah. God, if it doesn't rain, it pours, doesn't it? Can't get chat working, and my pros might be on the way out already. Totally didn't drop them earlier, so might just have connected badly. So there is a small element of stealth to the game, in that if you can bash enemies or steal their weapon from them before they see you and alert with the little alert symbol, then that's a thing. Our first chip. Basic EMP rounds have a low chance to stun machines, so we'll pop that in our right hand. So now when we fire a gun on this side, so this one, you'll see so that's a new effect. Look at that. It's always something that I love about these sort of games, where the developer takes the time. Previously it was just a change in the color of the ammunition, and now we've got these very cool effects, actually. Very cool. Always worth a look. Hello, Ken. How are we doing? We don't need that many grenades. We do need to take some grenades with us, though, because it is grenades that will allow us... I'm not going to throw them, that'll just be a catastrophe, but grenades will allow us to engage with some of the secrets that we can find on the levels. So this is one that I have played extensively and that I have a decent number of tips for. So this is the new bit. Hello, John. This is the part that I am... well, if it's under warranty, I'll be sending it back. Yeah, the bump up that it's had in graphics, John, it's definitely noticeable. Definitely noticeable. Everything's sharper and everything's a little bit more on point, and they've added, you know, the lighting seems better, and they've added a lot of like little graphical effects, all the nice little things. So, because this always looked... Hello, Cobalt. Yeah, good. How are you, dude? I believe Cobalt is... I think he's one of the devs. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking lovely. Hello, Lo Wang. How we doing? So this is this is something that they added that I haven't had a chance to interact with yet. Additional vending machines unlocked. Okay, so I can level up all of this. What are these? Increase all healing? No. Bullets deal slightly more damage, but your magazine is slightly smaller? No! Fine, what we'll do. So we can pump our gears into this and then level up the station. And I think you level up the station. So as you can see, I haven't played with this mechanic much. Oh, we could have had her though. Ah! I mean, that's one set of rules to have, I guess. I've put it on top everything. So quality 3, which I assume is the best one. So I did have a look through them. And I also turned the numbers off as well. Numbers are off. Just life bars. Don't even need the life bars, just numbers. So this is another thing that's worthwhile pointing out on this game as well. There's usually 2 exits to most levels, and you want to investigate both, because sometimes they've got more gears for us to pick up. Ah, Tommy the turret. Oh, there was a... Hello, Bucky. How we doing? Ooh. Ooh. Looks like I'm going... Ah, the wrench! I mean, yeah, we'll do hand-to-hand combat when... We'll do hand-to-hand combat when my controller is behaving. Very good, Lo Wang. Very good. Let's hope that it gives you... Let's hope that it gives you the fame that you seek within the world of Kung Fu. Try... Hang on. Say that again. You should try quality 2. Really? Quality 3's looking great, though. Post-processing off. Oh, post... okay. Oh, so this is the mood lighting. I did see this. Okay. I mean, I'm always going to push for... Oh, I'm getting a bit of tearing, though, with this mode. Yeah, I'm always going to push for... 90 frames. So this was the mood lighting that I was talking about. Yeah, so that might be as much a... Oh, look at the glow, though. There was me thinking that we were just going to heal ourselves, but no, this is a rave now. Yeah. The thing is, so it looks like... So is that the case then, Code, that Quality 2 is actually pushing things further than even Quality 3 does? I mean, Quality 3 looks good. I do like all this lighting. It would probably work perfectly fine if I wasn't streaming, but I know streaming adds an additional... Okay, so there's things that I can change there as well. And to be honest with you, I kind of like that. I like all of the stuff that was going on, but in an FPS game, I definitely want it as slick as possible. That'll do. Back to normal. Can't rave like British people, right? Thanks. Very rarely anything in there, but I do like to check. Yeah, yeah, I think that's a smart move. Let's take one. I think it's a smart move to have both. Ooh, that's smaller. So, for anybody who doesn't know, this is part of the... Oh, you need this to get the true ending, correct ending. So we better take that with us. It basically just takes up one of our slots. So we will go with that. Oh, I was gonna... Ooh. Look at this. So these turn on, they then fire a missile, but you can grab them and then use them yourself. I'd always thought it was a great little detail. No, not at all. No, I'm just playing this game. This is not a review or anything along those lines. It's just me having a look at a game that I haven't played for a very long time. Simple as that. This is what we were waiting for. Ooh, careful of those clusters. Am I open to accepting bribes? The thing is, unless we're talking like life-changing amounts of money, no. And even then, there's still like, you know, gotta live with yourself afterwards, don't you? Gotta live with yourself. Let's stick to the old pistols. What we will do, we'll switch between the graphics side of things as we play. No time for shush. What you got for me? Chips! Melee attack stun enemies. Minor increase to HP. Let's pop that one in there. So that gives us a small increase to our HP overall. We might as well take that, because saves having to leave it then. In that case. Got an Uzi now. Thing is, you say about Archer, I don't even... I don't even do it anymore. Don't even play IDU anymore. So, gone are the days. They've stopped with that game, and I don't feel compelled to play it anymore. So, I mean, you know, I'm still a never say never guy. Give me some more content. Maybe I'll go back. But I've done everything in that game now. But yeah, I've pretty much done everything in that game and told everybody pretty much absolutely everything that I know. So, and having spent all that time getting to the legend rank that I got to get the latest bow, and to find that it looked a bit shit. Well, yeah, roguelikes do have infinite content, but when you've been playing the same one well, not non-stop, but pretty continuously for about a year and a half, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've definitely had my money's worth. So these guys shouldn't notice me. And if I hit him in the power pack, destroy him nice and quick. You can leave these guys alone because they're just simple mining bots, but they do drop gears, and we do like gears. There's one, because that's the currency. Yum yum. So yeah, maybe one day. To be fair, at this point, why haven't we had In Death Unchained 2? Absolutely silly. Always, and this is probably a foreshadowing as well. Always check the roofs when you go into new rooms, because those bomb bots, if they land on you, that's it. Done. A lot of the time, anyway. Ah. Oh, look at that. Von will be happy. Let's go shotgun. Let's go shotgun. Even deader. Even deader indeed. So, it was one of the first ones that I got after playing In Death Unchained for a hell of a lot. This was one of the ones that actually stopped me playing that game for quite some time, as it happens. So, another cool thing. Ah, there we are. Just what we needed. Another thing that's with the two-handed weapons, the chips that you have on both hands when you two-hand a weapon, if they have specific arm effects, they then work so you can basically have 4 upgrades for the one two-handed weapon, which is usually quite powerful. We just haven't got very many good ones yet. It's looking nice. It's looking nice. And as far as the Quest 3 side of things is concerned, there's been a couple of things added on since I played last. Like being able to spend your gears to upgrade the station. What I don't know if whether that is continual across your class or... Ooh, sewer entrance here. Ooh, there's more. Nailed it. That's the entrance to the sewers. I think we'll do that on our next run. So the sewers is basically... You will always find a sewer entrance in the second of the... the second level of the mines. It replaces one of the exits, and the sewers are basically, for you IDU crowd, they're basically a pit. So there is decent, but like nothing to do with scoring. It's harder down there and there are tougher enemies, but you will usually get gear and upgrades down there that will see you through to the end of the game quite easily. So risk reward, which is very cool, but I'm just going to enjoy myself for today. Melee attack, stun enemies. Is that the second one? God, we should have gone melee. Ooh, see, I like all of that. That's lovely. Yeah, you probably don't. You wouldn't enjoy yourself down there, Von. But we'll have a look. We'll have a look. I'm feeling we can get a couple of runs done tonight. Planning on playing for decent number of hours, right? Let's. Yeah. Hello. Lovely. Always be careful of the various rocks in the level as well, because shooting them, your shots just bounce off in all sorts of random directions and it can hit you. So good old ricochet. Well, hello. These are really good. That's getting replaced. God, all the shotguns. Right, we might as well. I'm not using melee, so we might as well do that. So that basically increase all of our healing effects by 15. So we'll get more value out of stims. That the negate poison one. Removes the acid effect. Yeah, well, we're not going in the sewers, and I think it's only the sewers. But I've always found this one a bit of a useless item, to be honest with you, because you can heal through the acid effects, but I don't know. There you go. It's almost like a healing stim, but not quite as good. You know, it's marginal effects. From when I played it last anyway. I mean, the other thing is don't get hit by acid and then you don't need to stim yourself with the acid stim. That's definitely a thing. This is very cool, the little double barrel. If we can get a pair of these, we'll be laughing. So that used to be specific for a class as well. It used to be specific for the engineer class. But it's, yeah, it's a very cool weapon. Glad they've done that. Yep. Very cool music in this one as well. I've always been a massive fan of the music. This is why you come to every exit point within a level. Don't just get to the green and think like, oh, I've completed the level. Don't need to go to the other exit because that's all there is. There is usually gear at these. Right, let's see how this works. Let's pop some more into that. Cool, so that upgrades those two. Free health? What? Thanks. I'll take it. Minor increase in maximum HP. Ah, we don't need that. We will, however. Oh, yes, hello. We'll use that one for a little bit. And now we've got no two-handing of the pistols in this. You kind of, yeah, it's a bit difficult. Yeah, you can lean one hand over the other, but it's a bit awkward. And to be fair, the way the recoil works on a lot of the guns, you can get away with one-handing anyway. So that's this one is literally just the basic pistol, but we've got a laser dot and an actual sight on it as well. So no excuses for losing the target in that one. Cool. Next level. Boss time. And yeah, this one, the old yeah, I have seen that there's definitely more recoil in the game. I wouldn't have imagined so, but as I said, with the new recoil system in the game, maybe. But they have, yeah, they've changed up the recoil properties of some of the weapons. We'll use this for now. Oh, you also get more ammunition than the stock one now, which is good. Let me up. There we go. You can two-hand it, you just can't two-hand it, if that makes sense. One of the other problems that you've got as well is looking at your wrist shows your upgrades, turning your hand palm up shows this. So it's unfortunate that you can't grip it, because whilst you're trying to, you might end up having to do that, or you might end up doing that, which is a bit of a pain, but you deal slightly more damage. That's always good. Minor increase in HP. Don't think we need that anymore. Another thing to note as well, the arrows point to which of the two there is, which one's which, so you know which one you're getting rid of and which one is which. Yeah, I mean, as long as the pistol recoil isn't too bad, then I don't think it makes any odds. So, but as I was saying, this is definitely a game that is worth your time at the right price. This one has had, I don't know, how long have you guys been going for now, Cobalt? Like 2.5 years? Game's been out for a very long time, and we're in like update 11 or 12. The devs are definitely putting the time in on this one, adding a lot to the game. Changed quite significantly. It is almost 3. I thought it was. Fucking hell's that? Is that a load-bearing box? Jesus. Thought it was going to have a cave in then. Ooh. What we got? Slightly increased rate of fire. That's better than healing. That's all right, I'll show you the end boss one, don't worry. Oh, actually, hang on. Yeah, we're not doing hand-to-hand, are we? Let's get rid of that one. There we go. Because I don't think, if memory serves from last time, I don't think when you, like, pistol whip enemies, that the increase in melee damage does anything. I think it's primarily for melee weapons, but again, not something that I tested extensively back in the day. Let's see if we can get the drop on these boys. Please be my guest. Of course he's not going to do it. Did miss the first shotgun shot though. Terrible behaviour. But yeah, very slick game. And very smooth as well. Which is why it's a little bit jarring for me. What I will do is we'll make a point of switching. Ooh. Steady on. Oh, I remember this game being very punishing, actually, when you start dicking about. Oh, come on! Bloody explosions going through the wall. Who do they think they are? Alright, let's get rid of all of these. Or through the floor, rather. Alright, what's this one? Healing stims report. Ugh. Of course, I've just used them all. Right, now, I did see, but I think it just got blown off into the ether. I did see a leech. Yeah, well, might come to regret that. Yeah, no worries, Cobalt. Oh no, definitely. I love playing Sweet Surrender. It's a great game. But yeah, I'll make a point of switching between the different modes as we look at the different levels. Yeah. Ooh, and boss. And that is what we're supposed to be doing. So, as far as the end boss is concerned, normally you want to destroy these corners. These corner things actually regenerate the boss, but if you've become quite broken and with a decent weapon like I have already, you can usually quite easily push through the boss and their life. We'll keep both. Any hidden gear? No. No. Again, this is part, so we've got a slight increase in fire rate, as well as EMP rounds and dealing slightly more damage, and all of that comes together when you two-hand the weapon. Okay, so the recoil, it is just patterned to just make the gun move up, which isn't as bad as it could be. Look at this! Look at the devs giving me free heals. Thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna use all of my gear on that. So I wonder if this is for each class or just for your game in general, or it might even be for individual game, but it started off as level 3 and we're up to level 4 on it now. So right, to the slums. What, the healing stims? I'm surprised that it gave me free ones. So that's a cool feature that's been added. Your runs in this, depending on, you know, how much you've played the game and how broken you get when you're playing, are usually going to be about 1.5 to 2 hours from what I remember. It's been a while. So, but still, having the ability to save and quit at any point is very cool. Up above. So, that is viable, but that's going to be better for us because we've actually got some decent upgrades. When you're undetected, you deal additional damage in melee combat. Again, though, if memory serves, that does... although it is melee, it's not a melee weapon. A lot of these were added for when they added melee weapons into the game, so I think it is specifically for melee. But since as we're getting a lot of melee stuff, maybe if we do another run, that's what we'll do next. Bam! So there's various deal moderately more damage. Well, why the heck not? I might use that. Slightly increased rate of fire. I don't think we're really that bothered about rapid rate of fire, but we are almost at full health as well. So let's have one of those. Take that with us for now, just in case. Probably completely forget to use them. A lot of the times, I think there's only secret cracks that you can break on the first and the third level. So we don't really need them for that anymore. That's the way we came. Hey, look, I don't get lost in this game. Yeah, right. Get lost in any game, even with a map. Oh, is that a cluster? It is. We've got this as well. That's a leech grenade. We can basically use that to drain the life out of a lot of the enemies in the room. You know what? Let's live a little, shall we? This is not going to go well. Let's do it on our right hand at least. Uh-oh. I have got lost in a one-way corridor. Hello, ninja. Oh no, now I have to make a choice. But we like shotguns. But 2 of those is pretty good. Although I do like, yeah. I like that, but we haven't really got the build for it at the moment. Got the build for this. I want the Tommy gun version of this. Ninja Pork will appreciate the Tommy gun version. See? Right, we'll go left first. We'll go to this one first because it's closest. As I said, we'll actually go to the end room because a lot of the time you'll find things there, and then we'll snake back round. So let's the other thing, whilst we're here as well, no, shotgun's really good. I'm just trying to use a bit of everything. We used some shotgun already. Let's pop the graphics to this. Now you can actually change it as well. So yeah, everything's like, look at the neat, look at it, look at the glow. So this, for those of you, I just wanted to make sure that I'm at least having a look at the different levels. So this is, so apparently quality 2, there was me thinking higher number is best. I think I had a look at this mode before, and then they've added quality 3 after that as well. Quality 3 is just 90 frames per second, and you lose some of the glow and some of the effects. But for the most part, I think the only reason why I'm seeing a bit of tearing and a bit of slowdown is probably because I'm streaming at the same time as well. But let's do a room. Ha! She fell over. Those are pretty deadly. We want to take that out quite quick. If anyone was wondering why my accuracy has gone to shit, obviously quality 2 not so good on the accuracy side of things. You can, if I remember rightly as well, you can get a sewer entrance on slums also. Deal moderately damage every second for a short time. Yeah. No, we want damage. It's always worth a look up the tops. Right? Who needs it? Who needs it when you've got unlimited ammunition? Look at that. That's very cool. Oh, can't show it all. Light, and then as you shoot, it drains the light out of the clip. So some very nice effects and cool looking stuff. As I said though, we'll keep it on, so you can choose what you like, and it looks like we can increase that even more so. God, this might destroy so you can increase the effects again. It's all looking very cool, really is. But so yeah, the difference here, 72 FPS, which, I mean, I'm used to 90 these days, and I prefer it when I'm playing things in 90. And then it's quality 2 that's got everything. So quality 1 is... Oh, hang on. Let's try this one. So this is 90 hertz with some, with the sheen. Oh, not 90 hertz, 90 FPS, but you've got the sheen. Let's try a room. To be honest, I still think I like that better. But I suppose that's because it's the classic look. It's what I remember of this game. So yeah, quality 1 if you want the latest in 90 FPS. Quality 2 if you want the latest and all the effects. And then quality 3 if you just want that upgrade from how it used to look. Got plenty of chips? No, not really. There is a katana there though. FPS. Not STDs. Then if you want it all, don't stream and put it on the old quality 2. So, but yeah, streaming definitely takes some top end off of the headset. So we're probably going to be best off in this mode. I might switch around in between. I'll be honest with you, I just assumed quality 3. It's the best one. Because the higher the number, the better, right? Yeah, never. Where'd he go? Oh, he blew up. Good stuff. Can I hear? What can I hear? I remember we had that last time, just random sound effects. Turned out it was like, yeah, air conditioning. Just in case you were wondering, yes, you can crush yourself with the lifts and it ends your run instantly. I know this because I've tried this. Or at least it used to be able to, and no, I'm not going to try and re-experiment. Right, so that's the end of the level. We want to go this way. Eesh. When you're undetected. Ah! Stop it! Undetected? Undetected. Deal double damage to stunned machines. Reduce the damage of explosions slightly. So this one's good for us if we're getting a lot of grenades chucked at us or various explosions going off. It affects the enemies and your own as well. If reduces the damage of explosions slightly. Oh, it is actually called resistance though. One of the ones that I do know that's in this, and I think that one works the same way, is if you go for things that increase the damage of explosions or increase the radius of explosions. That's everybody's explosions, not just your own. And I would imagine this is the same as well. Yours will be slightly reduced, so will theirs. That one might work a little bit differently. It's been a while. When you're undetected. Hello, Echoing. How are we doing? Ooh, gear. Take me some of that gear. This way. Yeah. Right. Yeah, let's keep pumping. Now, this is a strange one. This is the precision shotgun. You know, because when normal shotguns are not precise enough for you, you go for the precision shotgun. It's literally just the normal shotgun, but it has a much tighter spread, and so does a little bit more damage, if memory serves. Yep, cool. That's everything. Get these upgraded as well. What's the other one? What? No. Well, that's what I thought it would be, that it would be a slug firer, but it's not. It's just a spread, but much tighter. So that's what we've got at the moment. It just does that, but the pattern is very tight. So still got that shotgun. Maybe we'll use that shotgun for a little bit. Slugs, the armor piercing thing. Yeah, slugs for the nasty stuff into the radius for me. Cheap mans? Well, you say cheap mans. No slug. God, would that even work? There we go. Well, shotgun's working nice. Not really taking a much, like, slightly increased rate of fire. Well, it doesn't really help us for the shotgun. More damage, though, and the EMP rounds are always good. We'll go right first, and then we'll continue down that way. So, one of the benefits that we have with the shotgun is every single pellet has a small chance of stunning enemies, and because we're firing so many, we've got a pretty good chance. I mean, I've put like the silly time scope on into the radius onto various shotguns with mixed effects. So, but yeah, slugs are always the armor piercing, or I know them to be the armor piercing variant for shotguns within into the radius. So it's kind of what I associated with. Fire one big fat fuck off bullet as opposed to lots of little ones. This way. So one of the other things, as we go up through the levels, the kinds of chips that we can get. God, I thought he was coming down then. Hey, that shield's cool! Can I have it? I probably can. Again, another cool thing about the game. Hey, look, we've got shield now. Oh. Oh, this could go terribly wrong. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, that could go terribly wrong. So this is the reflector shield. And yeah, that actually stores as an item as opposed to a weapon. So that's definitely got its uses. Very cool to use that in combination with one of the laser katanas. Or any of the hand-to-hand combat weapons for that matter. Again, another game where there's a lots and lots of ways. There's your AI turned off. Good news for me. I'm still hearing the combat music, so it might mean there's still some more about. It's worth another look. Knew there was one left. It's worth another look. with the upgrades. If you haven't played it for a while, like I haven't either, there's been, I mean, last time I played was the melee update where they added a load of chips specifically for melee combat and put the katana in and the energy spear and a few other bits and pieces. Now they've upgraded the graphics side of things across the board, and then there's some different kind of like visual modes to play the game in. Ah, grapple gun. No, we're too far away off of that. So that's the next level. It didn't seem to change anything. What you got here for me? Oh, what? Because I can't afford it, I'm not even able to have a look. Oh, come on. Keep me in suspense. Well, there's an extra 10. Free health? Yeah. Yeah. Reroll locked. Yeah, didn't know what I was expecting to happen. Scrounge harder, boy. Right? Scrounge harder. Need the gear. But yeah, as I said, so I was thinking what to stream, because the old Hellsweeper, I'll be doing a stream of that soon. I need to do some more testing of the multiplayer with Von, see if I can get a stable connection so I can maybe play the cooperative through with somebody live. But we'll be doing that soon, and I was thinking what to play tonight. One of the games that I'm hoping to be doing a giveaway on soon, and have been chatting with the developers a little bit, is Battle Talent. And I remember playing Battle Talent a very, very, very long time ago when it was on the original Quest. And it was alright. It was a bit of a it was just blatant sorcery, but just arena sort of stuff, which, yeah, just sandbox, but it looked fun enough. And now they've added like proper roguelike mode to it and a few other bits and pieces as well, so probably something we should have a look at. Our own Harry Pear, who used to be all about the IDU and raging that bell on Siege of Heaven, he does a lot of content for Battle Talent. To be fair, thanks to him, I've seen a lot of what you can do in that game. Deal moderately more melee damage, but we haven't got the melee weaponry. Capable EMP rounds have a high chance to stun. So, that is the second to highest. Let's have a look here. Mobile malware, basic EMP rounds. So you've got low, medium, high, and then I think there's military grade of most of these as well. So now we'll have a pretty good chance to stun things when we shoot them. Combining a high and a low, if I remember rightly, low kind of steps it up one level, so high would go up to, I think it was military grade. So if you put two lows together, it would be the equivalent of a medium. So, and yeah, stun's very, very powerful in this game, because if you can hit things and then it can't shoot back at you, well, yeah, you kind of got it made then. It is military grade, isn't it? Ooh, pink. Healing gears. Picking up gears restores us a large amount of health. That's a great one, actually, for keeping on top of your health. Deal double damage to stunned machines. That's great for us as well. Slightly increased rate of fire. Let's get rid of that one. Yeah, there we go. So that is, in fact, I better pick that up just in case. I'm pretty sure I've had that one before. So if you pick up a chip that you haven't had before, you'll get a bling, like a near noise. It's kind of like the click from... Hello. Oh, not grenade launcher. We don't touch those. Oh, they're way above my pay grade. Deal significant damage every second for a time. I might not have had that one either. Deal slightly more damage. Damn. Is that the... Anything. Anything that has explosions, you're just asking for trouble. You really are. You want to die quick in this game? Use a gun that's got explosive ammunition. There are various chips that turns all of your ammunition into explosives. That is just, again, asking for death quite nicely. So yeah, we won't use the grenade launcher this run. Let's try and get a run under our belt before we start messing about. Good job we got that old deal double damage to the old stun boys. And now they're burning via acid as well. Look at that. Yes. Right, the reason why I hate grenade launchers is in this game is the amount of times where I'll be like, you'll go into a room and be like, oh shit, you're dead. Because you've stepped, it'll allow you when you activate a room to step back into here. And the amount of times that I've stepped back to put some distance between me and them, forgetting that the door's closed, and then you just get your own grenade in your face. I've done that more times than I like to admit. Because because I've had bad experiences with explosives in this game, I don't use them that often. And so I'm not going to get any better at using them. But there's also that element as well of... There's also that element of as well is that they are reasonably rare, so you don't want to learn how to play a game with some of the rarest stuff. Like having shotguns so that every single one of your pellets explodes is fun, but again, it's that moment that you forget. An STD problem, right? It's that moment that you forget what you've got. Yeah, we're pretty fucking broken at this point. Oh, you are. Ooh, was that a grenade? That looked like a grenade. So we're doing... Hey, I turned the numbers off specifically. So we're doing increased damage, an acid effect that burns through them and stuns them, and when they're stunned, they take additional damage as well. So we're pretty broken right now, which is good. I don't think we need that anymore. Let's stick with the shotgun. Well, hello. Shit. So these are very cool. These are the throwing knives within the game. And once thrown, they automatically return to you. And then kind of like orbit around you for a second, and it just makes grabbing them and being quite rapid with them very easy. There isn't much in the ways of auto aim with these as well, but yeah, and then you can still use it as a stabby, but very cool. Look at that. Little fan on there as well, so that when you stab somebody, it'll keep them cool. I mean, you know, that's what we like. Be thoughtful. And if I remember rightly as well, they do acid damage, poison infused, yeah. Oh, there you go. We've got it automatically here. Cut pair of those is always a good laugh. But yeah, for the amount of so there's different classes that then lean into these various ways that you can play the game, and then there's lots and lots of different ways that you can play the game as well. I mean, they're all about, you know, killing, but as the various weapons that you find in the various upgrades just allow you to develop. Your tactics are always going to be reasonably similar. But I don't know, there's something that I love about a game where you can get broken very quickly. Oh, did that actually work? Look at that, physics. Brilliant. That's another sewer entrance. The slums sewer is harder than the mine sewer, but again, the rewards are multiplied. We'll have a look at sewers in the next run, because what time are we at now? I've been going an hour. I think we'll get time for another run. We're about halfway through, as stands. If memory serves, there isn't an M boss on... I never understood why the revolver in this game is a one-shot. There is a way to get to level that up. Come on, hand. There we go. Right. Those kind of slums. Yeah, no worries, dude. Yeah. That noise that it just made. If you put a chip into your arm slot and it makes that noise, it means that you haven't had that chip equipped before. So always equip every chip. Why? Because then when you go back to the shooting range, it'll populate your wall with them, and then you can try various broken builds as well, which is always a lot of fun. You can't take those builds out with you, though, but at least you could see what would happen if you put X, Y, and Z together, which is always cool in games. Don't know what you were looking at, but it wasn't me. Shh, no! Don't even try and spot me. Shields can be your absolute death in this game as well, because as you can appreciate, they'll reflect your bullets back at you, and if you have become incredibly broken, a shield guy like that can fucking end you. Don't really want to touch any of that. It looks a bit stinky. Slightly more damage. Again, it's worth, with a lot of the normal robots, the only reason why you would sift through their parts is because you are after the various bits and pieces that they were holding. With the big robots, it's worth your while sifting through their parts, because they often drop gears. And we like the old gears, because that's how we do the upgrades. But yeah, I think this one is $18.99, and I'd say for where it is now, the level of content, I'd say it's worth that price. But the game has been out a very long time now, so you can get a sale on it, guaranteed. Critical hits damage enemy power cores, causing a small explosion. If we had something that increased our critical hits, I think all headshots are classed as critical hits, but there are, if memory serves, there are chips that increase critical hit chance on just the body, and then combining that with, with other ones will give you even more. Yeah, this one's, yeah, it's worth the asking price, but you shouldn't be paying full price. As good as the game is, you wouldn't expect to pay full price on a game that's almost 3 years old. So, but then, the devs have done a fantastic job of keeping this one up to date and reasonably current. They've put a lot of time and effort into this one. I'm surprised they haven't done a sequel by now. It's been a long time going, but they've obviously still got more plans. So they've always been quite open as well with the roadmap. They are starting to get toward the end of things. The only thing that I remember I asked for on this is like when I was chatting to the devs many moons ago, I was like, only thing that would make me happy is an energy bow. I'd take an energy bow in this game. I think it would fit quite well as well, but having said that, there's a lot of games that end up with a bow in them, and sometimes it works really well, but other times certain devs just, I don't know, can't get right on bows. Like, what was I playing the other day that's got a bow in it now? Contractors Showdown has a bow in it now. Oh, God, I don't know how they fucked it up as badly as they have. Deals significant damage every second for a time. Deal double damage or moderate. So we could grab that, and that would put us up to the equivalent of, I don't know how it works with acid. Might just do double the chip damage. Oh yeah. No, the thing is, in this, like, it depends on how patient a person you are. Like, it's part of the reason I don't think I ever, I'll say if I think something is worth the price or if it hasn't got enough content. For me, it's all about value proposition. If I pay X, how much fun and time having that fun am I likely to get out of a game? Most games in VR are priced reasonably well. There's a few that are quite expensive for what they are, but then those games usually get additional updates and additional bits and pieces. Like this one was $18.99 when it launched, and it was okay value for money, but you know, they've added and added and added now, so it's much better these days. Increase the size of explosions slightly, no thank you. Scorched earth policy, ooh, we can get across to that. But is there a reason to? There is. Oh, that was a good gear in. Good bit of gear, that. Good bit of gear. I know they are... Oh, we missed one. We missed one. No, they are... I think the last thing on the roadmap that they wanted to do... Always go round, never do that. You fall, run over. Or at least that's how it used to be. Don't think they changed that. Like nuts tingling. Indeed. Oh, where was the... Ooh. Oh, hang on. Hey, wait, what? Is that double up? Yeah, it is. Oh, I do like these. But I haven't got any decent range. What was this one? Your gun has 25% more shots per clip. That... show you. So now we get 2 shots per click. Bam, bam. For those of you who like shotgunning, that's a worthwhile thing. And again, it's those little bits of attention to detail that I really like on the game as well. You know, I've said about how when you fire your shots, depending on the various effects that you put on the gun, it always used to change the colour. Now we get some really nice graphics when we fire them. It doesn't look like... Ooh, that's a good point. Let's see if acid has got its own effect. No, that just looks like normal shot. I know acid was one of the ones that was added quite a while ago. So, but the EMP one's really nice. I think, if memory serves as well, there's like a burning round of some description as well. Yep. Oh, that'll be the way to test, won't it? Ah, there you go. Huh. So the 25% was overrun. So there you go. You've got that green and then that stanky acid shot as well. But it looks like... Is it to do with... No. Some overwrite others. Well, we're going to stick with one. But best of both worlds. Best of both. That way. But yeah, I'm always... When it comes to patience, I've always got plenty. Unless I'm, like, really, really tired of all my games and I need something. But, you know, this is why you pick up loads and loads and loads of games when they go silly cheap, so that you've always got something to go on in your library, which then means that you can be... Ooh, there. You've always got something that you could be playing whilst you're waiting for the reduction on something else. Very few and far between is it when I, well, even buy games anymore, but very few and far between is it when I buy games at full price. Reduce the damage of explosions moderately. No. Some of the upgrades are, well, yeah, I mean, if you're doing explosions, you don't want to reduce the sizes of them. I have patience of the gods in real life. I don't seem to be able to enact my patience in VR, though, or for when I'm gaming. I'm quite an impatient gamer, but then, you know, moderately. And some are slightly shit. There are also those that are significantly shit. And let's not even start about the military grade shit. God, I'm getting a workout tonight, all this pumping. Use one, and I don't think that's ever going to get thrown. If you throw that in a room with enough enemies, it just drains a little bit of life from all of them, and it can give you a significant heal, more than what you would get from a syringe. But you need a room full of stuff. Ah, it's my favorite. Interesting. Always reminds me of the, like, Robocop-y Judge Dredd sort of gun. I do like that one. That's coming with us. That's easily my favourite pistol. That way. Ooh. Thought I smelt gear down there. Not that kind. Yeah, it's it's definitely a Robocop gun. If only I could talk to it like Judge Dredd. Double whammy. Double whammy. Oh, there's an LMG there. I do like a good LMG. We haven't got the gears for it, though. Ah, well, pump them into the machine. God, it's like slots, isn't it? Free heals? Yeah. I mean, we should... I don't think we're going to need grenades anymore at this rate. Yeah. I think we'll be alright. Yeah, I've got a lot of time for the LMG. Lot of time. Hang on. Okay, so maybe it has updated them. So it looks like it gives the effect that's on the left. That's acid. Interesting. Okay. Welcome to the industrial zone! So, security is going to be a little bit more heightened. You can see that these enemies have got significantly more... crap. Significantly more health. And nastier weaponry. Well, hello. Shotgun, it's been great, but, I mean... yeah. So this one's a little bit different from your regular weaponry in that you have to point it down to recharge it. So getting a huge clip on this is always what we want. The adrenaline stim increases damage for a short amount of time. I always try and avoid these in games because it's only temporary effects, and I would much rather be always able to play the way that I'm playing as opposed to having to rely on temporary effects. But we'll stick it in because it used to make some music. Used to. He's got the gun. Nope. That way. Ready, and let's see if there's some enemies in here first before I stick myself. Yes, there is. Oh, that's way faster than it used to be. So yeah, you get a reasonably significant damage increase. And speed as well. Is there still any... oh. They activated the alarm. Achtung! Alarm! There we go. Nero's echoing. Cheers. So you can see the scar in the wall there. That indicates that if you use an explosive on it, and there's one nicely placed there for us. Bullet steel, moderately more damage, but your magazine is moderately smaller. Ugh. No. Ah, precision shotgun. Maybe they have... what does it say? Pump action has reduced spread. I think if memory serves as well, and it often doesn't, as we know. If memory serves, that one does more damage as well. But it's just a sleeker, nicer looking shotgun, if you ask me. So, I got some time for that one, but we've already done some shotgunning. Yeah, I did look at that earlier. Scorched Earth policy. Hopefully I don't die because of it. Fucking hell. Oh well. Found some gear because of it. Lovely. It's those noises again. Random noises. Even the devs can't tell me what they are half the time. It is... Again, it's worth having a poke around these, because it's those big boys that drop the gear. That probably wasn't from him. No, no. Right. LMG. LMG, though. So, yeah, also note as well how that adrenaline thing, because of the kick in speed now as well, almost got me killed. So, do try and avoid those. So, we can do a bit of an Indiana Jones thing and take that from the middle, and it activates all of these droids. However, you are better off just getting behind each of them and shooting them in their power core for the easy kill. Do bear in mind that when we take that off of there, it will trigger the alarm as well, which then puts enemies on an alert status when we go into the rooms. You can replace that with something, which we will try in a moment, to stop the alarm sounding. But the problem is, when you come back into the room, it registers as the gear missing but not the weapon there. Again, I don't know if that's been addressed or not. Are we coming back in here though? That's the thing. No, we're not, so it's not going to matter. So we go there and then that. Lovely. No alarm. Although it wants to go off. Look at that. You ever seen a more jittery push pad? So yeah, replacing that with something. If we now take that, the alarm will go off. So let's just crack on straight into the next room, because there can be some nasty rooms on this level. As soon as you shoot that, everyone's going to be alerted anyway, so might as well start letting them have the good news. I'll have to, now that we've got some more effects, I'll change it into the other mode, and we'll see what that looks like. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things going on in this game. Remember as well, I think this one came out originally on the... Yeah, if it was 3 years ago, it would have been originally on the Oculus Quest. And it's always been... It's one of the ones that I've always known as being a really buttery smooth game with decent FPS. Are the graphics amazing? No. Are they plausible, serviceable, and don't burn your eyes out of your sockets? Hell yeah. I like them. I like this. I like the cel-shaded style, and I think it suits this game quite well. Let's have a look at graphics. Let's pop onto... I'll tell you what, Von will sympathise here as well. In this mode, it's actually starting to remind me of Until You Fall. That neon hell of a game. It's fucking everywhere, man. Dear. Deal double damage to stunned enemies. We've already got that one. I think that would then deal quad damage. It makes sense. We'll use that. So yeah, I suppose... I would play this way, but I'm too used to seeing how it used to be. This is nice and everything, but there's, yeah, there's a lot of neon. A lot of neon going on. Not that that's a bad thing, and, you know, it's one of the things that Until You Fall could have really benefited from, is the ability to tone that down, because I know a lot of people didn't like the neon of Until You Fall. Another great game. Lovely, awesome little workout of a game, that one. That one's been going for a very long time, so quite simple for what it is, but there's a lot of content there. Big fan of Until You Fall. This will probably be a little room with that in it. So means we need a grenade. Hang on. No. There's sometimes an explosive barrel or something on the other side of that, and you can trigger it by shooting through. Right, we don't want to go back because that will set off the alarm. Not that it matters. In fact, let's test. Yeah. So there you go. My pistol disappears when I step back in. Or my pistols disappeared from when I left, I think. See if... Was there any grenades up here? Or have I scorched earth policied them all? Probably. That's a point. I don't feel like we checked a lot of these corpses. Again, music on this game. Brilliant. Very subtle, but very cool. As much as I love the alarm noise, let's turn that off. Because I always feel like I've done something wrong when that's playing. Like these little generators as well. When you shoot those, if you get caught in that explosion, it puts you, all the things within it, into slow time. That's purposeful. That's something they've added to it. That, in my opinion, the assault rifle is probably the best gun in the game. It's got everything going for it. Decent damage, decent rate of fire, nice amount of ammunition within the clip. You get a little scope there as well, and just a couple of upgrades and all of a sudden you're fucking unstoppable. So, I mean, the LMG just oozes that LMG style, but the assault rifle is... And the assault rifle isn't as rare as you would think. See? That's why we check. Because the devs put the fucking gears underneath things. Bastards. That's why we check. Right. Yeah, let's keep stabbing the button. I don't need those things. We'll try some different weapons in another run. Oh, I can't just hold it down. Yeah, it didn't seem to do anything. Ah, free reroll 0, reroll price 25. So now that we're at a certain level, we've got the ability to activate rerolls. We haven't got any free ones yet, so as we level up this kiosk, it'd be interesting to see if that level stays from one run to the next. I assume it does, but it might be character based. When you are in the industrial zone, never just go straight to the lift. No. For there are secrets to be had. Every single time there is always this. That's very good. So the focus pistol puts the game into slow motion when you aim down, when you ADS. And it also, like other games, so this is something that I really like about Sweet Surrender, and I don't use this enough, and it's an awesome looking bit of kit as well. But with every other game, and this happens automatically, look how everything dulls and the lighting, like Awful Drunk was saying, they do a lot of cool things with the lighting and the textures and the sound effects within this game to convey stuff within VR to the player. Like any other game, like Hellsweeper or In Death Unchained or anything along those lines, would either not have any effects or would have something quite intrusive to indicate slow motion. And I kind of like the noise of slow motion, but I don't need all that crap around the outside. But that, you feel like you are getting focused in we'll take that with us. I mean, I might as well. I've lost whatever else. Oh no, I haven't lost it. I put it on the thing. Right, off we go. We'll do some slow motioning. But yeah, again, another very cool feature. How long have we been going for now? Almost 2 hours. We're not far off the pace. I haven't been going as fast as I could be. If you've got the grapple gun, you can get up there, and it is worth checking, because I think they've put... I'm sure I've found gear up there before. Cogs. Ooh, some of that slow time. Good. When you absolutely have to get that headshot. Huh, he didn't get alerted. Interesting. Now, you might be wondering why he span round, and that's one of the things that happens when an enemy gets stunned in this game, is they usually spin on the spot as well as getting stunned, which then opens up possibilities for shooting them in their weak spots if they have them. Ooh, couple of purples. One you shouldn't have. What we got for me? Shots can stun nearby enemies. That's not bad. Heightened stability increases accuracy substantially. So yeah, that's the equivalent of military grade. We're actually using anything that's a bit rubbish. Moderate down. Most of the things that we've got are pretty good. So, to demo. Is it actually making any difference? Yeah, the shot pattern's definitely all over the place. With that, but then tightens up substantially with the grip stabilizer. Stuns nearby enemies. I mean, we have got the... It's what I get rid of at this point. Deal moderately more damage or more chance of stun. You know what? Let's go with... Shots can stun nearby enemies, deal double damage to stunned enemies, deal significant damage every second for a time, capable EMP rounds have a high chance to stun machines. Well, hello. Ah, and someone left a spanner lying around. If only I could sell it. Ah, no grenades on me again. Damn it. How did I walk into? So again, a lot of the time, he is tempted to just start popping off the minute you come into a room. But if you don't, you can make things quite easy for yourself, especially if they're doing things like this. I could have literally gone down the line and knocked each one of those out with the old butt of the gun. My targets. Just can't hit them. Just can't hit them is all. It's worth noting as well that if one of those guys makes it to the alarm, it will set that guy off. As long as we don't shoot him or the alarm gets sounded, he'll just stay there. So, and then that allows us to basically have our way with him. We could just leave him, and he has got quite a substantial life bar, and let's say we weren't particularly powerful, you could just leave him. There is a higher level of difficulty on this in the lunatic mode, and they have silly life bars and sometimes are worthwhile leaving, but, you know, might get some cogs out of him. I mean, it's not like he stood a chance, is it? Stunned to high buggery regardless. Remember rightly as well, Sweet Surrender was one of the first, other than in Death Unchained. Oh, he's spoiling me. Absolutely spoiling me. So this one is the upgraded version of the submachine gun that we had previously, and has an even bigger drum mag. Not as damaging as the LMG, but as you hold the trigger down, it increases the recoil and the fire rate as well on another day. That's the other weapon that I really like as well. But again, you know, it could have just been the regular SMG, but with a bigger mag. But no, they've gone into some real detail with all the different bits and pieces. It's got a nice paint job, a better magazine. It just looks different. The same enough so that you can associate it as an SMG, but different enough that it looks cool. So, but yeah, my little friend. Yeah, but that's even better, isn't it? So, but yeah, I think this was one of the first games after In Death Unchained that I started doing my tips in 30 ticks on. And I think, if I remember rightly, and I often don't, I think Sweet Surrender was one of the first streams that we did a live stream key giveaway on as well. So this game's definitely got some heritage for me, and I do love coming back to this one. But as I said, for me, it's one of those things, I've kind of done everything. I mean, this still needs finishing up and whatnot, but I don't think it's going to change things significantly for me. But there's a good, you know, there's a good 50, 100 hours worth of play in this, unlocking all of the... So when I'll show off what I'm talking about with the classes a little bit later, but the way that the classes work, and some of them are bloody hard, to make it so that you can start out with the various upgrades for some of the classes, you have to do specific things. Like, one of them was like, kill so many enemies within such a short space of time, and once you've got it, it's unlocked permanently and done forever. And then there's various challenges that I can't, again, it's been so long, I can't remember what any of them are, but there are kind of various challenges that you have to do when you first turn the game on, excuse me, to find, or rather unlock each of the extra classes before you can even start upgrading them. Rogue Ascent. Yeah, they have actually, the guys at Rogue Ascent at Click Games have approached me. Heal with every critical damage dealt. That can be quite good as well, especially with the medic class, which has a large life bar already. Yeah, the guys at Click actually approached me, and they've got like a load of Steam keys to give away, and they were basically like, yeah, you can have a load of Steam keys if you want to give away, you know, nothing that you need to do. But I don't know, that doesn't sit very well with me. If someone gives me something, then I need to give them something in return, you know. I'm not just gonna take 10 Steam keys off and give them away to you lot and that's the end of it. I'd want to at least do a live stream. So it's maybe something that'll do. But then herein lies the problem. They're Steam keys. If they were Quest keys, I would have bit her arm off. Or bit his arm off at it. But, yeah, they're Steam keys, so... That game's had a lot more work done to it as well, the old Rogue Ascent. That's, well, it's actually finished now, for starters. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is... There's a part of me that could easily be doing PC VR gaming, but I don't know, I'm just trying to... I want to stay on standalone, and I think the vast majority of you lot that watch are that way inclined. Thought I saw a little gear down there. The vast majority of you lot that watch are that way inclined. Would it make me, like, you know, huge channel and majorly popular for being PCVR? Maybe. I do make exceptions, as we have seen. I'll be honest with you, especially having played it as well, I didn't really want to make the exception for Into the Radius 2 for the very reason that ended up happening is like kind of spoiling the core of the game for myself whilst doing all the testing and developing and testing and helping with. And I mean, it's cool to be there and see it go through its various iterations, but again, how much time have I got? And I'd like just a finished game. I would pay for a completely finished game. So, but yeah, I mean, I think there's that as well. But again, for me, it's more convenience. Like, you know, I'm a simple man. I just want to turn the button on and be playing the thing. Like, look at today. Look at today, for instance. We haven't got chat in the top right-hand corner. Why? I don't know. I don't know what's changed. I haven't changed anything. The only thing that I've changed on my PC today, or last couple of days, is I've been playing Starship Troopers, the real-time strategy game. That's the only thing that I've really been doing over the last couple of days, other than doing some editing and some various odds and sods on my computer. I haven't changed. So... Hello, Fee. I'll show you. That's a good question, Fee. Now, I don't think I can show it off in its top level as well, because I am streaming. They're really pushing things here, but there we go. Ever played Until You Fall, Fee? We're back! Thanks, Fawn. But I'm getting... quite a bit of, not stutter, I'm getting a little bit of tearing on the screen and a little bit of stutter, but Cobalt, one of the devs, was in the game earlier, and I think that's because they're really pushing the capabilities of the Quest 3 with lighting, the various effects. So basically what's happened is the lighting's been brought down, and then you've got this glow and neon on pretty much everything, including the weaponry and the healing as well. And it's a nice look. It looks good. So, but for me, part of the problem that we have is I'm streaming at the moment as well, and apparently quality 2 is pushing it at the most. The other problem for me is it drops it down to 72 frames per second, and I know it's difficult to distinguish, but I can feel the difference when I play it. You guys might even be able to see the difference between 90 and 72, even though it's not... I suppose you can't see it, you can feel the difference, because you're not supposed to be able to visually see the difference, but I always think you can. So, but we can play in 90 hertz, and then everything's still got these effects on, but not quite as prominent, and the lighting's like turned up a little bit more in general. But yeah, there's some very nice effects been added, but I'll be honest with you, I still like this. This is what I remember from the original. And like, one of the things that I will say is, based on what you're looking at now, well, you know, you guys have been watching me long enough and probably been watching VR being streamed enough to know that it always looks better when you're in the headset than outside it. And I would have said that this will be looking very clear and crisp in the stream, unless anyone can tell me differently. And then when you get it on the headset, like, you know, everything's so smooth. Silky smooth. And if we go... Look at the size of these guys' life bars. It's ridiculous. If I can one-hit him, I will. Ooh, who set the alarm off? That wasn't me. It was you! It probably wasn't him. It was him! Yeah, it might not have been him either. I always forget that there's this little security room here. Oh dear. Bullets deal substantially more damage, but your magazine is substantially smaller. No! I've got an LMG, for Christ's sakes! So, here we have the multi-barrel grenade launcher. This one is very dangerous because you can fire a couple of grenades and... Okay, they've changed that. What used to happen is one would explode and send the other one absolutely flying. So this might be a little bit more useful now. Oh no, look, it did there. Or did it? But yeah, so to answer your question, Fee, they have... It doesn't look like they've done a lot in the... They've just upped everything and added some effects. Like, there's some... Like, I don't remember the bullet holes being quite as pronounced. I know we've got the acid effect on. And that green mist and the little showering from the acid effect quite as prominently as it is. But everything it's just got an uplift, and then they've got various modes, and this has been done specifically for people like me who kind of liked the way that it used to look and just want an improvement. And then for those that want it a little bit more neon and moodier, well, now you got it. I like both. I'll be honest, I probably would play it in the other mode with all that sheen and shine, but I'm finding quite a bit of tearing. Again, you guys might not even see it. Uh-oh. Ah, stunned. Ooh. And off. Oh, why do I keep wasting them? Ah. This is why we shouldn't adopt a scorched earth policy on this channel. Fuck's sake. If I can't have them, nobody can have them, but I might need it later. I'll probably need it. In fact, actually, no, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Not miss out on any more secrets. This may get me killed. Right, now we don't actually need grenades because we've got a grenade launcher. So if any of the walls do need blowing up, yeah. I put it down as simply as the fact that I'm just a fucking console pleb, mate. Literally. I've always liked consoles. The only thing that I go on PC for is games that I can't play anywhere else. And even then, the amount of times like Warhammer 40k... it was actually Space Hulk Deathwing, the first-person Space Hulk game, was amazing, but I had to play it on PC because it wasn't on console to begin with. And yeah, I it really annoyed me. Really, really annoyed me. We're getting these for free. That's so good. Yeah, it really annoyed me. And it was more to do with the fact that I hate playing first-person shooter games with a mouse and keyboard. It feels so detached. I don't feel like, I don't know, I associate my keyboard and mouse with working, not with gaming, or not that kind of gaming. Strategy games, yes, mouse and keyboard all the way. But then there's also this element of go gadget knife. Again, very cool way to play the game. Hopefully we might find one of those later when we do a bit of a melee run. Work, damn your eyes. I think we're on the last level now. Believe we have conquered the industrial zone. Yes, we have. We are into the modern city. Ah, fuck your modern city. So yeah, I like the only real thing that I use PC for are those games that wouldn't work with a control pad. Things like Warhammer, Total War, and various Total War games. It's just basically grand strategy games and real-time strategy. As I was saying earlier, I've been playing sucks to be you spinning on the spot. I've been playing a lot of the Starship Troopers. RTS game, and it's actually growing on me. To begin with, I was a bit like, this is a bit simple and shite, but it does have its charm when you think of it as almost like a tower defense game more than a real-time strategy game. What you got for me here? Reduces the damage of explosions substantially. Why? You slowed me, you prick! What did he do to me? Interesting. Don't think we should be able to see that. Maybe we'll just rock that then. Double LMGs when? Heightened stability. So, again, popping this in would now mean that in full auto, that's just a fucking laser beam now. And that's actually quite a good upgrade for... Oh, I can put them side by side, check it out. So I'll just point them forward and hold down the trigger. Now, you can correct a lot of recoil in a lot of VR games just by aiming with it. But there's still quite a lot of deviation on where the shots are, whereas that's a laser beam. That one, not so much. So, but there you go. Lessons in VR with Silver Tongue Devil. But yeah, so as I was saying about the whole PC console pleb thing as well, one of the other things that I found is, although I put a lot of time into being a console pleb, I was never anything amazing at games. I could play, and I could play reasonably well, but it was only until I actually got VR that I found out just how much controllers, and definitely mouse and keyboard, were holding me back, or at least felt like they were holding me back. I've never achieved anything in video games quite as much as I have in, like, In Death Unchained and various other games like that, I suppose. So, good times. Good times. But gone now. All gone. Thought there was one. You. No hidden stuff, come on. Heightened substantially increased accuracy. What? Increases accuracy. Oh, that's the stability one. Healing stims restore substantially more health. I suppose one of the only qualms that I have with this game, I mean, you can become pretty sillily broken in this reasonably quickly anyway. And in a good roguelike, who doesn't want that? You want a hard game, which this can be. You know, that life bar can disappear very fucking quickly. Or throw yourself off of an edge and you start and you run again. But yeah, this one, you can die very quick. Ooh, this is new. Haven't seen this wind tunnel before. Hey, stop healing that guy. Really love that accuracy stabilizing thing right now. Ooh, hello. So this is a new one that I haven't seen before. I mean, it has been a while. It could have been added ages ago for all I know. Killer Machine 3. Dealing damage with melee weapons increases your damage and makes you faster for 3 seconds. Right, we will pop that on just in case I've never picked that up before. No, I have. I'll do it with that one as well because there's been some added to the game. But yeah, always worthwhile doing that, just because of the fact that you then unlock them back in the training room. Oh, look at that! I went to grab my map. There is no map. Not there anyway. Half expected to have gone the wrong way. It's a little bit of a shop here. You often find that there's cogs on that table as well, so it's always worth a look. Yeah, if you're going to give it me for free. I don't like that I can't see what I can't have. It annoys me greatly. Maybe that's why they left that in. If I can't have it, I want my face rubbed in it. You can't have this. Look, it was so good as well. Can teleport across to there. Can't remember if there used to be anything up and around here once upon a time. Because you can, I swear. If you had the grappling hook, you'd be able to get up to there, but you can't use teleport to like change levels. You can use it to, even if something is a little bit too far out of your reach, if you walk forward and like drop off and then let go of that, you'll teleport, and that can get you across things that look like they're insurmountable previously. Right. Hello, Super Drew. How we doing? Let me just do a... Not that I really need to, but we'll switch battery. Because why not? I'll put that one on charge. There we go. Yeah. Still going strong on the old battery. Always good. Now, I swear I haven't got ADHD, alright? I am checking for things within the crates. And it's LMGs. LMGs are the great finder of things. They can fire so many bullets. Look, see? We found that because of the trusty LMG. Although 40 rounds is a bit short for LMG. Yeah, I'm good, dude. I'm reliving. Ow. Always forget about that one. Yeah, I'm reliving the game. I used to play this a hell of a lot. Way back in the day, it was this and In Death Unchained that I used to play. I'd play this when I got pissed off with In Death Unchained and needed a break from something, which is saying a lot because that very rarely happened, but when it did, Sweet Surrender is what I came to. And all of these little tweaks, these little graphical upgrades and all the bits and pieces that they've done are really nice, and you're not even seeing the half of it. I did change it into the other mode. This is the gun that you take. The fire rate on that is brilliant. It does excellent damage. And that 3-shot burst, I haven't got anything on. And that 3-shot burst is still quite tight for the gun just being in its floppy state. I haven't got anything that's like stabilizing that or anything. So whenever I pick that up, I'm always like, yep, run complete, easy run. Easy run. Tell you when it's not an easy run. Hand-to-hand combat. The game is definitely not made with melee in mind. The devs did do a cool job though. You know, because who doesn't want a laser katana? I mean, come on. Elixir, LMG, finding things once again like a good LMG does. I mean, that one was already there. If I remember rightly, this isn't... Ah, oh, for fuck's sake. Dropped it. Where did I drop it? Had a grenade launcher specifically for things like that. Ah. Oh, there you go. We've made our hole. Brilliant. There's a chest here. Right. Now that we haven't got the grenade launcher anymore, we will need to take that just in case we get secrets that need busting open. That way. And then down there for the win. Always go for those power cores on their back. Do a lot of damage. I'm not even aiming this either. You can. All the sights do line up, but this is a bit more of that arcadey feel. I mean, the thing is, with the iron sights in most games are fucking garbage. But when you've got an LMG, it's about giving it that spray. You know, we've got unlimited ammunition, so it's not like we have to be careful now, is it? Ooh, for me. Thank you very much. There is a upgraded... Oh, no, that is the upgraded version. This is the multi-shot sniper rifle. So it is, by and large, the same model. I'm trying to think if that looks different. Scouting for Cupids indeed. I don't know if that does look different, but again, that cool feature of when you grab it, that's when the sight comes up. And you could get away with using that one-handed, but there is quite a lot of recoil on it if you were to shoot it in rapid succession. But your first shot will go where you're aiming. But yeah, that grab and raise of that. You know, the thing is as well, because there's only 2 weapons in the game that do that, somebody probably spent weeks making that work. And it looks and works so nicely. But anyway. Very cool. I haven't had a problem with this one. If I remember rightly, this one does have a decent vignette on it. So... maybe something worth trying. You might find it's the art style, Buck, or the cell shaded nature of the beast, and that, you know, because some people do get sick for different reasons and different things. Like, I know, again, like I was saying, Until You Fall is the one that I cut my VR legs on, or VR. Well, I think it was 90 FPS already, but yeah, 90 FPS, and keep it on the Quest 3, on the top one. How did you get on with Saints and Sinners? Because that one's very cel-shaded, but not all of it. So that'd be an interesting one. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, crap. I did not need to teleport down there. And that got me killed. Oh. Look, and that. So, I'm supposed to be quite good at this game, or at least I used to be. And that's how quickly you can get your ass absolutely handed to you. But let's pretend that that was all for the reason of just starting another little run-off and doing something a little bit different. I'll show off some of the other classes as well. Yeah, let's have a quick look a second. Comfort options. Because if I remember yeah, this one's got light and strong. And then there's various things that you can do as well. One of the things that I would say is go for teleport or instant, I think it was. As far as fall down type is concerned, you do a fair bit of falling around in this game. What do I have on accelerated? So it's just normal. But yeah, there are a lot of options within this here. That's all because I stepped on the bloody teleport pad at the wrong fucking time. Yeah, no worries, Vaughn. That's right, you made the run, so... Hey, look! Yeah, just put the teleport thing on. Let's try... Well, we've done a lot of gunplay there, haven't we? Let's try the old Reaper class. So this is what happens... I mean, I'll go through them all. Oh, shit. So Lunatic is just basically what we did, but hard mode. So let's not do that. So if we go on to Medic, you can see... So that's the first upgrade. So you have to play the Medic, I think it's so many times and get so many kills. And then you get to pick one of these. And that's a chip that you start off with. Same with this one, and then same with this one. So if you want to have a look at the variety or... you know, pause and go through that, you can there. And then you've got the Grenadier, which is all about explosions. And, like, some of them are not just chips. Some of them are, like, you know, start off with the grenade launcher. You want to die fast? Start off with the grenade launcher. That's the way to do it. This guy can also start off with the precision shotgun, which is really good. Then the sniper, so you can start off with things like the grapple gun, or the sniper rifle, or the revolver. There's also radar jamming as well within this game, which we haven't seen yet, which basically means that enemies take longer to spot you, their little alert status thing. But we'll do some reaping, shall we? Because why not? I think I can get away with doing some hand-to-hand combat. It's actually quite difficult to play this in hand-to-hand, but we'll give it a go. Let's go with the plasma katana. We'll take a throwing dagger. And we'll deal slightly more melee damage or melee attack stun enemies. I mean, we've already been doing a lot of stunning. Let's go for more damage. So, oh yeah, we get 2 plasma katanas. And you can activate them as well. They do, if I remember rightly, have a power cell. Oh, we've got to have a look how these look with the different graphics. Oh, I can put it on a back slot. Good, good, good. Right hand's going to be doing a lot of the work. As per usual. When you trigger that as well, when you trigger that, you can then deflect bullets with this, and I think it does more stun damage well. Another thing, you can press the trigger and then press the A button to lock the trigger down. Not that this lasts very long, but a nice little touch, a nice little thing added to the game. And then you can, so that's, you've got to wait for it to recharge, but yeah, hold. Oh, you can lock it as well. That's quite interesting. So if for some reason you're finding that your blade isn't turning on, it's probably because you pressed the A button and locked it. But holding trigger, pressing A, then locks it into place. Yeah, nice. There's also a fair bit of story within the game as well, picking up these various mission briefings, which are then all collected here for you as well. There's also various medals and trophies and bits and pieces that you can move. One of the bugs that I did find in this game is that you used to be able to push that, and if you got close enough to it, when it rocked forward, it would kill you. It was fucking brilliant. I was half tempted not to tell them about it, just so that I could easily kill myself on demand. But anyway, so yeah, let's do some hand-to-hand. And so we played the first run in that 72 hertz full-on mode. Let's brave this. Let me pop it all the way up. Now it does say 90 FPS, so let's see how this runs. Oh, it's so bright. Yeah, me too. I think I just prefer the old style myself, but it does mean change the bulb. Right? Oh, fucking teleporters. Got me killed last time. On purpose, obviously, because I wanted to, you know, show off the hand-to-hand, right? I mean, we could take a precision shotgun. No, I think you're right. Do we need two swords? Did I even have two swords? Oh, I have replaced it. Okay, interesting. Basic EMP rounds have a low chance to stun. I mean, we'll take it. It's weird, actually. Like, as far as the neon effect's concerned, it's almost like it's too much. I mean, actually, hang on. That's a point. Are they too much because I've put them up too much? Okay. Yeah, it's because I've put them up too much. So you can have them as fucking neon as you like. You don't have to have it silly amounts of brightness. You can temper it and tailor it to get it how you want to, which is nice because that isn't quite as burn my eyeballs out of my fucking sockets as it was previously. But, you know, if you're gonna play it neon, fucking play it neon, right? Yes! Ah, my eyes! Cool. It's not anywhere near as bad as I'm making out. But yeah, so that's nice to know that it's... Because I was going to say that, you know, if anything, they've gone too far into the neon side of things. I don't think they have. That's me. And you can adjust it as you want to. Right. We definitely said that we were going to use hand-to-hand. Oh, where's my trusty dagger gone? No. No, it's not as bad as I'm making out, Bucky. It really isn't. I thought it had collision. Has collision sometimes. Oh, has collision all the times. There is, if memory serves, there is one of the unlocks for this class. It's good. If you've got it already, Bucky, give it a look. There's a lot of things added to it in recent times. So, one of the unlocks for the Katana class is deflecting bullets by doing that and killing things. And I don't think it's about the actual kill. I think it's about the number of bullets deflected. And so if you sit your blade on in front of a turret, you'll just get loads and loads and loads of free deflects, which is a good way to smash through the leveling up of that. Oh yeah, sorry, you said it was one of the first ones that you got. But yeah, no, if you haven't played this one, if any of you haven't played this one for a while, I definitely say it's worth a revisit. I hadn't played this one for about 6 months. Last time I was playing it was during one of the betas, when they were cooking up all of these extra effects and all these bits and pieces. So, as I said, this is the first time I've seen the finished product. Obviously, I've played the game a hell of a lot, so I know what I'm doing. Except, obviously, at that end bit. God, they've made that fast. Da! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, the last time that I played this a lot was during the hand-to-hand combat update, the Reaper class edition and the hand-to-hand combat update. That was the last time that I was really seriously playing this, because it was just basically a brand new class to unlock all the stuff on and go through the game on and such, and was a great time. Oh, missed one. But yeah, fantastic game. Definitely worth the price of admission. It's even got a little bit of... I forget that it actually has got some homing. So the only thing that I would say about getting far in this game is successful headshots, reload weapons. Again, things that substantially change the game and the way that you can play, I really like in a good roguelike. One of the things that I would say is just be very patient and very careful. You know, you could say that about any fucking game, really, couldn't you? But the slower and more methodical you take this game, the easier you will find it. There are also quite a lot of other little things that you can do as well. Remember that until you cross the threshold and actually step into a room or fire shots, then you can just retreat out of that room. That is, again, worth noting. I have got two. That's always worth noting. And do you note that stealth is within this game as well? It doesn't look like it should be in this game, but it is. Don't hit barrels with your explosive barrels with your sword. Hey there, Silver Tongue Devil doing tips in 30 ticks. That was less than 30 ticks, and that was a good one. Don't hit explosive barrels with your sword. Another fantastic tip. But yeah, if we can demonstrate it. This is more of a gimmick than anything else, using these to fire explosive rockets at the enemies. But it is actually... There you go. It is actually quite useful knowing that you can pull them off the wall. Because normally... Yeah, that's right. Come bring your pretty face to my sword. He's so neon. The these lasers, normally you have to either physically duck them, because there is no duck game, or you have to time it. I don't want to duck if I don't have to, and my timing sucks. Pulling them off the wall and then just putting them down there then renders that trap completely null and void, as long as you don't step on it, obviously. So that's a thing. I'll try and think of all the things that I used to do. I've got some. One of the things that I will say, Bucky, is I've got some tips in 30 ticks. I put them all together into a little video of 6 as well. Yeah, he burnt himself into the ground. Burnt himself with a neon chalk. But yeah, some of the I didn't do anywhere near as many as I wanted to do. I just didn't get round to finishing it. I can't remember. I think I had another job come up at the time, or something else came up at the time. What would it have been? It might even have been Into the Radius, you know. And yeah, but I've got a Sweet Surrender 6 of the best, I think I called it, and it's just 6 little tips and tricks for the game that just make things, well, easier. I used to have loads for this, but again, I've probably forgotten a lot of them. Always do check. Come on, physics. Nope, there's definitely nothing under there. Always check these little bunches of barrels and boxes, and always have a look around and underneath them, because you'll often, well, not often, there can be cogs underneath there, and the more cogs you have, the more you can buy, and the easier you'll find this game to progress. What did you think of Radius then? I think you're probably the only other person that I know other than Mac and Tassos that have got it. So, but even I don't think, I just don't think it's ready. I really don't. And I know it's early access, so fucking obvious it's not ready, but I don't know. Beta felt a bit rushed as well. 1 minute I was in the beta, the next minute the game was being released on early access. It just, yeah. 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 Yeah, I mean, I've tried it on both. And initially I thought, oh, for fuck's sake, this is another reason why I hate PC VR. PC just can't handle it. It's not good enough. And then I've like tried to play some other games in PC VR as well. I was playing Hellsweeper in PC VR, and I had that on like high everything, and it was run smooth as butter, and I would know if it wasn't in a game like Hellsweeper. There is also the element for me though. Yes, it would be, but fuck cords. I had my umbilical cord cut, what, 42 years ago? I don't want it back. Not for gaming. No, thank you. There's one game that I might potentially use a cord for, and that's for a game where I'm supposed to be sat down and facing forward, i.e. driving or like flight sims. But even then I might want to look behind me if I'm playing like Star Wars Squadrons and give R2-D2 a little fucking slap round the face. I honestly think there's some very bad optimization going on there, and then I know it's always the yeah, but the currency in this game is actually the cogs that I'm picking up. Aha! Oh, I didn't kill him. What a champ. Snuck up on me, a little prick. But yeah, well, I don't think we'll be completing a full run tonight. You never know. You never know. But yeah, cogs are the currency of the realm in this one. But yeah, like I said, the optimization on Into the Radius 2, I don't know, even in early access, I was expecting a little bit more, if I'm honest. To the point where I was obviously like, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm going to have to get another I'm going to have to upgrade something, or I'm going to have to do something. Use a bullet deflection. Hey, easy. The only thing that I don't like about it is you're limited as to how long you can have that bullet deflection up, but I suppose you have to be. I mean, you get a good amount of time to do it, but then, you know, bullet deflection isn't what these are made for. You get in and you fucking kill them. So, but yeah, that's what I thought as well. Oh, I'm glad it's not me and it's the game. But I didn't know that for certain to begin with. I still don't even know that for certain now. But, like, little things like Mac in VR is a good friend of mine. He plays a lot of PC VR. He knows his shit. He is a graphics tart of his own admittance. And he knows how to coax the most out of decent software. Various softwares, and how to coax the most out of PC VR on the performance side of things. And if he's getting the game and really struggling with it, then, you know, what fucking hope do I have? Having said that, I know he's been playing recently, and he said that after the latest update, it's a little bit better. Bear in mind, though, not only does he know his shit, but he's also got a very high-end, powerful rig and a very good network to run it all on as well. So these are also elements. Yeah, we do want to be going this way. Haven't found... where are all these hand-to-hand combat mods? Oh, come on! Uh-oh. Yeah, so, as I said, Mac knows his shit. Oh, we're definitely going into the sewers. But we'll clear the rest of the level out first so we can get all the bits and pieces. Hand-to-hand combat and sewers do not mix. I would not recommend doing what I'm about to do. There's a lot of assumption going on my part there, I might add as well, because I don't think I've ever been stupid enough to attempt hand-to-hand combat in the sewers. Where's my sword gone now? Is that it? No. Oh, for fuck's sake. It never left. Wrong one. Fucking idiot. Right. But yeah, so I think even the best of us are having a tough time with Into the Radius. But there is, like, I've played a lot of betas and a lot of various... We're going to need a lot of life. A lot of betas and early access and various bits and pieces in my time. And I think I'm getting to that point where I'm like, it's all well and good getting to see the game early, but fuck, man. I'm, like, ruining things for myself, potentially. And lovely. And that's how you disarm the entire room with one of the traps. Not quite so much a gimmick when you're using hand-to-hand, because you haven't really got any other way to deal with them other than ducking. Again, that's for... Well, does it say? Can be used to power large vehicles. I won't spoil it for you, but you need that at the end of the game. Oh, another one. Oh, we've got 3. Don't ask where I'm going to hold the third. Clench. I think we can get away with 2. Oh, hang on a second. God, I thought we had 4 for a minute there. Crazy. So, yeah, I think there's that element now. Like, there's still games like if there was like a Warhammer or Warhammer 40k. You know, I'm glad I make these exceptions in PC VR, and I wouldn't make it for anything other than Warhammery stuff or, in this circumstance, into the radius. But there is a part of me that just wished I'd waited. So, and again, I think my concern with ITR is I think there's going to be a lot of people that might feel the same having played it. It's like, oh, this is going to be so good one day. I'd rather not even have access to it whilst I'm waiting for one day, I feel now. Hey. Can you even... You used to be able to pick those up. You used to be able to pick those up and use them as shields. A lot of things in this as well, when you destroy them, or not a lot of things, there are things in this game when you destroy them, they blow up. If you use melee on things like turrets and those things, if you use melee on them, they don't. Melee attacks stun enemies. About fucking time. I mean, we did say that we weren't going to use that, but better than headshot kills reload my sword, I feel. Is that the right one? Firm handshakes, everybody. Firm handshakes. Not so popular a phrase anymore. These are the turrets I was talking about. These are perfect. You do have to energize your blade. So not only can you get your easy kills, but don't be standing too close. Not only can you get a lot of deflections in a run, because a lot of them are like, get 10 deflection kills in a run. Or, you know, deflect 100 bullets in a run. Also, normally if you shoot these, they blow up. If you melee them, they don't. So you can safely go into melee with Tommy the turrets without any problems. Much easier for looking under boxes. Do need that. Another one for you as well, Bucky. Not only have you got 1, 2, 3. When you're first playing the game and you haven't completed it, don't bother carrying this around. It's just taking up one of your slots. Remember, and I know this is going to sound weird, but remember that you've got your 4 slots on your person, and you can carry a thing in your hand. You can even carry things in both hands. Again, kind of like on dungeons. You don't really need to on dungeons. On this, I've had to in the past. Carrying the additional healing stims that you can pick up, carrying them into the next room and into the next room and into the next room, so that you don't have to traipse all the way back to use them or forget where they are. You can keep them on you in the room that you're doing combat in. Yeah, you definitely, if you're not, you should be. Whoa. Those bomb bots as well, if you get close to them, that sets them off, and then like any good bomb bot in these sort of things, you then just run away. Now, these are going to be a pain in the ass to deal with if we didn't have a gun. Right, crystals for Von, indeed. The way that you would deal with these if you didn't have a gun is you just run underneath them and just keep moving, let them get close, and then run again. You get plenty of time. Plenty of time. But it's those fuckers that you don't see, and they make very little noise. It's those fuckers stuck to ceilings that'll end your run every fucking time. If we'd have lured him to here, we wouldn't have needed a grenade. this way. Up. Lift. I've got lots of stems. If we see a grenade, we need to bring it with us. Oh yeah, we were going to go sewers this time, weren't we? What a great idea that is. Hello. Thank you. What's this now? Yeah. Yeah. It's so neon. Does look cool as fuck, these effects. Very good. Right. Sewers. See if we can get through the sewers. I need to remember where the sewers are. I'm sure it was on this level. Or maybe it was on the last level and I've completely forgotten already. Oh well. I think it was down there. So no fall damage, or at least there wasn't last time I was playing. No fall damage in the game, so you can kind of make use of that to speed your way through. Ugh. Please, no, not immolation. Yeah, the sewers are definitely harder, but they are not the crank in difficulty that you get with, or the spike in difficulty that you get with IDU. I think I forgot. I think I forgot. I mean, yeah, definitely forgot. Couldn't be in this one. Fuck. That could get pinged across the level and crush me. I'm sure I've been crushed by one of those before. I'm not finding out. I'm not finding out. Right. Ah, we could use that. Oh, I'm not going back. Here we go. Whee! Yeah. Well, I suppose we do get to check out what the bulb looks like. Yeah, I probably shouldn't play with that, should I? I'm chopped off. Well, this looks very sewersy, dark and dingy. Looks great, actually. That's what usually kills you. Those ones. But yeah, you fall through the floor. Sewers is a great way. Sewers is a great way to power yourself up to silly levels. Hopefully I'll be able to give you a good example here. Right, we've got some health to go back to there. Always make sure you do interact with the interactables, because it usually leads to something down here. But you do get quite a few red herrings as well. Normally you do that and it drains the acid. Can you bring it back anymore? No. It drains the acid and then you can go down there and have a look, and you'll usually find that there's like a hidden alcove down there or something. Oh god. Fuck. I don't really know what I'm going to do about you. I'm going to have to deflect the bullets. Fuck's like Deadpool. Ow. Don't you start. He's got fucking... Ah! It very much is like Deadpool. Done all this deflection. I'm fucking riddled with holes. Ah, you fuck. The one thing that I will say, like in relation to the bullet deflection that you do in that Cyberfusion game, Death Horizon Cyberfusion, it's a lot harder in this. You actually have to block the bullets, and even then there's no... fuck you. Oh god, that's not doing much damage. Look at this! I mean, I know we're not concentrating on guns, but still, that's taking an awful lot to go down. Probably not doing anywhere near as much damage, because we're not very close. We have to drain. If I remember rightly as well, this one's healing itself. There you go. He opens up his little hatch, and then you can one-shot him after you've done so much damage. Again, if you've got the... if you've got enough power in your build, you can kind of circumvent that. So that lowers the acid levels. That'll allow us to engage with the teleporter there, but there's also... well, there might be... remember to pick up my sword. Again, worth checking down here, because there might be... can't remember if this one had it or not. There might be a chest down here. Nope. Our reward is up the top. Oh, it's blinding. Well, hello! I mean, why call them revolvers but then only put one shot in them? These are insanely powerful pistols. They've kind of... they're like... I suppose they're like slug shotguns, but one-shot slug shotguns. Huge bullets on them. They do wicked amounts of damage. Yeah, let's play with one of those. But this is what I'm talking about, that this is what the sewers are good for. Is you'll get a silly upgrade in weapons and tech. I mean, we're not pushing into weapon damage stuff. Right, let's just play with swords. We said we were going to be silly little American girl wants to play with swords. We said we were going to do that. My nemesis! You can block! It's typical, isn't it? Every time you play and you're using guns. Oh, look! Here's a hand-to-hand combat upgrade. Would you like another? Can I interest you in another? So I'm not even using hand-to-hand combat, you idiot. Soon as I've got the swords out, guns, guns, guns. No. Oh, come on. Open up. Okay. Just die then. That was a lot of effort. I mean, they're supposed to be really powerful. I feel like they've had a bit of a nerf, actually. Thanks, Kim. Yeah, fuck revolvers. They're rubbish. I mean, again, as I said, they are good. We just haven't got the build for them. So you can... There's one of the best ones for the revolvers are the ability to make them so that they can fire more shots per reload. That's a really good skill to get with them, so you can get them into like an actual 4, 5, 6 shooter or what have you. But yeah, I don't quite know why they went with revolver, because that's clearly not a revolver, is it? One shot and reload. It's, yeah, more like a break action. Yeah, right. Yeah, they're pretty bright. Kim? Where were they again? This way? I can't remember. Yeah. Found it! Was there any more? Can I be bothered? No. I tell you what, the sewers definitely suits the art style that they've gone for. It almost feels like they started with the sewers and started adding all the lighting and texture into that, and then worked backwards, because it works very well for the sewers. I mean, that's just migraine green. Oh god, where's that gone? Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that, you idiot. Little pissing around like that is why you get killed in this game. That's what I was talking about as far as the whole patience. Where's the... You can fall in the acid as well. There's usually a way out. It slowly damages you, and it usually... I think it still leaves like an after poisonous effect. This is one of the ones that I was talking about. Was this one of the ones I was talking about? Fucking devs. What's the secret stuff? Usually you lower the level of acid and there's cool stuff down there, but not today. No, no. So, also, these bits here and here. Lower these, and then there are secrets down here. Don't be too hasty, though. See? Basic radar jammer. That's actually really good for us. Don't need that one. So that'll mean that enemies will take longer to react to us on the old hand-to-hand front, which is good. I will take that with me. Increases the size explosion. Yeah. I think if you go down there, if you go down this side, you can't get back out again unless you have a grapple hook. But this side, you can tell because there's teleporters. That's a point as well. There used to be ladders in this game, and if I remember rightly in the patch notes, they've just done away with them entirely. I just don't think people like climbing in VR games because, I don't know, it is a bit of a ball ache, and no one seems to manage it right. So that was definitely one of the major gripes that I had with Into the Radius. Climbing on that game has always been terrible, and it's just got worse. Just got worse. So yeah, one of the other things that you get by going into the sewers as well. So it's hard, it's easier in some regards and harder in others. You usually come out with decent weaponry and really cool upgrades. Not today, obviously. Oh. No, I don't want it. Thank you very much. Your services are... Fuck off. So yeah, usually you go down there and you'll get all sorts of cool upgrades, and... Would you just go away? I don't want you. You suck. Does it literally teleport back on top of me? It does. I can't get rid of it. Just throw it behind the boxes. There you go. Out of sight, out of mind. We'll find something better. Just bury it so nobody has to put up with that gun anymore. So, yeah, the other benefit that you get as well is notice how we're now straight on slum. Yeah, we're out of the mines and we're on slums now. So we've actually skipped the end boss. That's good because the end boss can be quite difficult for some classes. It'd be quite difficult with this class. And in lunatic mode, the boss can be actually quite a challenge because he has a huge amount of health. So we got to skip him there. That's not worked out so well. Don't just buzz at me. Come down here and fight. There we go. And there's more. Aha. You. Stop it. Kicked my ass. So yeah, melee is definitely a challenging prospect within this game. But again, it's like... I don't think this game was ever developed with melee in mind. And so... it works, it just doesn't work particularly great. That enemy is quite a good example because they don't have to get next to you to hit you. They can get like just out of your sword reach and be able to still hit you. And that was fine when it was a gun game, but no longer is it a gun game. But having said that, not having to worry about turrets exploding when you shred them is great. And when you cleave off an enemy's head with one of these plasma katanas whilst in the stealth mode, that's great too. So, as I said, I think they've done a good job with it. I'd much rather have it than not. So, kind of like how... like, for instance, I've tried quite extensively... yeah. Tried quite extensively... to play with melee in mind on Hellsweeper, and I don't know, maybe it's me or just because of the dynamics of the game or just how good the gunplay and the magic is, melee always feels like a lot more of a chore. Oh, almost fucked up then. Yeah, melee always feels like a lot more of a chore than gunplay and magic. So... although I have been playing it a fair bit recently and trying to get into it, I may try and do a melee-only Hell Sweep stream at some point, because that's one way you'll see me die. It is, to be fair. There is another... yeah. There is a fundamental flaw with the game system as well, because if you have, say, a two-handed weapon... oh, I forget that you could do that. It probably doesn't do anything. Well, big test. Well done, Sweet Surrender. They nailed it. My hands have not twisted round like spaghetti noodles and gone like fucking all over the place. They've stayed exactly as they are, and they're working quite well, actually. Very nice. Good lads. Excellent work. Yeah, one of the fundamental problems with Hellsweeper, if you are, as I often do, when you jump up in the air and you're coming down on an enemy, well, you do this, don't you? And both hands above the head to come down with the "Ayah!" But in Hellsweeper, when you jump and do that, what does that make you do? It makes you flip. So, of course, you're coming down on the enemy for the perfect overhead double-handed chop, and instead you start doing a cartwheel flip or backflip, and it catches me out all the time. So people have asked, like, you know, can we not just have a button for flipping? And I don't know, I kind of like the system that the game has where you just raise your hands in the air. So, but again, these are very small problems, you know, the vast majority of people won't get them. And if I really wanted to do it and use it well, I would use that, what's it called? Hang time. Because with that, you jump, hang in the air, and then you can just come down on people with the old double-hander. But yeah, jumping and trying to get the angles right whilst flipping in Melee is hard, but it's so rewarding when you get it right. Let me tell you. Yeah, this looks like an idea. Grapple gun time! So now we grappling. Take one of those. So this is also another reason now, because this wasn't in the game previously, but this is another reason now. Fuck! Jesus Christ, it's powerful enough to knock that chair over. So now we've got 3 kiosks on one side. So it looks like these ones are utility and these ones are weaponry. And we can do rerolls now as well. We were able to do rerolls already. I'm just going to keep dumping my coins into there. So, yeah. Let's do that way. So now, we got grapple hook. You can indeed. Yeah, I can do my bestest scorpion routine. Come here! Get over here! Toasty! Damn! Damn! It's not working! Ow! Oh, God. That didn't work either. Shit. He's got a sniper rifle, that's why. Oh, that's annoying. Can't get up there. I can't pull him down either. Oh dear. Now I know how short people feel. That didn't work. Oh, fine. Well, there goes all of our life. Dicking around. So yeah, with this system now, it is very important to always visit both exits because you get given free stuff. That might depend on the level. Additional vending machine unlocked. Okay. Right. So these are chips and... Oh no, so that's a specific extra chip. So it might be another one that's for guns and then more utility on that side. So yeah, not only are we coming here for the extra cogs that you can find around these places from time to time, but yeah, free heals. Yeah, that definitely... Right? Hey, I'm not belittling, I'm just feeling their pain. You know, that's a real problem. Ah! I feel like I'm taking way too much damage. Ah, isn't he lovely? Run complete. It really doesn't want me to play a hand-to-hand tonight, does it? Let's do a bit of assault rifle and I'll show you why this is amazing. I know, right? I had Ninja Pork over the other day to pick up some bits and pieces from my house. He's now got himself equipped with the old Halo head strap and battery. I forgot to ask him how he's going with that, actually. So, and we were chatting about the exciting times that we have coming up with All on Board. I'm really looking forward to that. Needs, obviously, a lot more board games, but the 12 that it's got to start with are going to be absolutely great. Not just the bullets and the effects, but also when the enemies gets hit as well. Looks really good. Yeah, it's a shame. Like, I'll be honest, I can't see... Stop it, I'm trying to talk! I can't see a massive amount of difference between this mode and the 72 Hertz mode. And I've got this one, like, on maximum everything. If anything, this just looks a little brighter than the 72 Hertz mode. Well, hello there. God, that's so fast. It didn't used to put this level of speed on you as well. That's like uncontrollable levels of speed almost. You'd think that'd help for melee, but no. You'd be wrong. Stop it! Just... Oh, you fucking... Yeah, what the fuck am I supposed to do against that with a fucking sword? Yeah. Well, we are using the gun. I don't need anything with this. Genuinely don't. Yeah, never try and cross these. Always go around them. I wish you could use that. Flip, look. In VR. Is there actually anything up here? No, just where we came from. But yeah, so exciting times with All on Board ahead. We were discussing how it's actually going to work with what I'm planning on doing, which is digitally coding a lot of games to bring to you guys in VR. If you know, invest in the whole board game side of things. That's not even a real door. Shit, it's round here. Oh, I've got to go up and over. Yes, it's a bit fast. It's a bit much. I don't even think you're invincible when that happens as well. And my experience of something like that is it's just going to get me killed. So... But yeah, as I was saying about the assault rifle, the reason why I probably rate this as the best gun in the game, you can really chunk through all of your ammunition quite quickly. It's reasonably heavy hitting, and it's quite a quick reload. I mean, I know I've got some, like, upgrades on it and everything, but you don't need them. That's the whole thing. But yeah, trust me. Trust me and nothing else. Trust me. This you can trust. Like steel. But yeah, assault rifle, very good. And that aim-in reticule's very good as well. Huh. Don't know if you guys can see that or not. There's another cheeky little aim-in reticule. Just when you think you only need one. No, no, no. You get two. Yeah, the heavy machine gun is... The heavy machine gun is my favourite, with the heavy submachine gun being a close second. Oh, look at that. Plus 30 speed. Ooh, has that been added? Yes, it has. Okay, so... I've never seen that before, so that's been added. If not only will you get the dee-dee noise if you pop a chip in here that you haven't picked up previously, but it also now has a little exclamation mark next to it. So if you have a chip in hand and it has an exclamation mark, even if you don't want to use it, pop it in and then replace it again. Healing stims, fuck off. Right. So yeah, again, I suppose the problem that you have with a roguelike trying to force it to play one way is that if you don't get the decent upgrades, I mean, getting the grapple gun's been good, but I don't know, my grappling and sword play seems to be a little bit off tonight, shall we say. Significantly increased maximum HP. Well, it is significant. Oop, that was the wrong one. We'll keep gorilla strength. Look at the size of that chunky life bar now. Man alive. We can take all the hits. Again, as I said though, never let that lull you into a false sense of security. You can still die incredibly fucking fast. Because one of the things that's not in this is like any kind of... Yeah, I think it sorted itself out, if I'm honest. Awful. Yeah, let's say it was the stick drift. Yeah, good one. Good one, awful. Let's say I couldn't do grapple and sword play because of stick drift. When you're undetected, you deal... see, that's what I want. When you're undetected, you deal additional damage in melee because then you can run and know that every hit is going to be a kill. What else got? Heightened stability, increase accuracy substantially, eh? Yeah, I think we're going to abandon hand-to-hand at this point. But yeah, as I was saying, this is the problem with... Oop, that was the wrong one. Even though they've made a better system... Fuck off! Get... Still want that. Melee attack stun enemies, right. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, it's the problem with trying to... Because although there is a lot of variety in this game, gunplay is definitely the way. It's not like Hellsweeper where I feel like I could complete a run with any one weapon or any real combination of weapons, as long as they weren't all melee, and even then I should do quite alright. Woo, sewers! Yeah, and I love the gun. The fact of the matter is, the game is made for this style of play. So, and then, yeah, might as well have that, and... God, it feels like a slot machine, but I'm not winning anything. Just giving away all my fucking coin. Right, let's get in the sewers. round 2. This will take us straight up to industrial as well. So, I mean, to be fair, the end of this level probably would anyway. I think that was Slums 3, maybe. Do you think there should be more bosses in this game? I think that's something that they're missing. Alright, let's try not to die. Fuck off! Prick. No, not immolation! I don't want bit of immolation. No, thank you, awful drunk. You're an awful drunk. You shitbag! Look at the bollocks! Can't go through the door. I was literally like, what? Why can't I go through the door? Drops a fucking explosive spider on my face. Bastard. That's not dying. That's not even getting stunned. There we go. Be very careful of those things, because when you shoot them, they can deflect your bullets at you, and they burrow as well. So shoot them from either the sides or shoot the top of them. Oh, and you can shoot between them as well. But yeah, don't shoot them in the claws, because they'll deflect those bullets. And yes, I've died to that too. No, we've done... Oh, we've already got stun on anyway. Hello, Wi-Fi. Oh, yeah, yeah, you and me both, mate. You and me both. We got... Oh, no, we haven't got stun effects. I thought we had... Huh. You know what? Maybe we should get stun effects again for a... Nah, we had stun effects last time. Fuck 'em. Maybe that's why nothing was... That's why nothing was stunning. I'd like to get this run completed. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to ploughing a lot of time into All on Board. Again, I was saying to Chris, Ninja Paw, because you guys know him, it could, I hope it is, but it could be the time when sort of like more and more people start getting into VR, because I don't know many people that don't like board games. I know there's plenty of people out there that don't like board games. Like, I don't know a lot of people that don't like board games in general. I do know people that don't like board games because of things like the inconvenience of having to get everybody together, the expense, the setup and pack down time, and yeah, the setup and pack down time, and like other things, like, you know, I get this one. Shouldn't really. I shouldn't be too well, no, I'm not that precious about them, but some of them are worth a bit of money. And, like, you know, when people bend the cards and stuff like that, or, like, you know, them just being handled in general when you haven't got, like, sleeves on things. The expense is definitely, yeah. See? Increase in max moderate. Should put that on as well? Dare I? Yeah. Let's have that light bar! That's got more fucking blocks in it than 100% completed profile on IDU, my fuck! Right. Hang on, has it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10! 2 off of the powers of IDU. look how fast. This is me just spamming the trigger, obviously. But look how fast I can smash through a clip on this. The only problem with the assault rifle is it's quite a short clip at 21 shots. But as long as you get your reloading down right, the level, the DPS and the firepower that you have with this gun, and you can be incredibly accurate with it as well. Is he... Oh no, it's because I'm outside the room. Well, that was easy. Oh, he's now... Oh, it's... Fucking game. Typical, isn't it? Yeah, fuck melee. I still got the grapple gun, though. Fuck melee. Now it starts giving me things like shields. Now, see, that's a very cool combination. Energy fucking shield, plasma katana. But I don't know. The game is not treating me to all the things that make melee really good. And again, though, it is a roguelike, as I keep saying, trying to force a specific play style. I do. Well, yeah. I don't know. I kind of wish there was a bit of a table flip option in there, if I'm honest. Why am I dying? Oh, did I get... I got fucking acided. I was a bit too quick on the old teleporter. Oh, is there another one down? Why is there another one? Oh, you fuck! Why did you even put a teleporter down to that? Why would you put me in it again? What fucking end? Oh, and this is just after I said, oh, assault rifle, this run is over. So, yeah. For some reason, the devs thought that it would be a great idea to A, leave a teleport there that teleports you down into the acid, and B, make it so that when you teleport down, you get jammed into the fucking wall. Or at least, that was my experience. On that bombshell, because that was quite the acidic bombshell to end it on, we will indeed end it there. This has been the fantastic Sweet Surrender running natively on the Quest 3 with its latest nice little graphical update and its various bits and pieces in the settings. Lots of different modes for you to try, lots of different graphical settings for you to play. Other than that, I have been Silver Tongue Devil. Good